Right now, defeat here on Boxing Day at Mornview to Glenavon, a game where I think we didn't really create a whole lot. I don't think the Glenavon keeper had a save to make. Do you want to give me your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I would say a really frustrating day, Johnny. Speechless in a lot of ways, because out of all the wonderful performances we've had this season and great performances we've had, I think it's worse on a day like that. There, whenever it's a huge day for the club, it's a huge day for the supporters. It's a supporters' day more than it is for anything else. And we've sent them home really disappointed today, and I think that's what hurts the most. I know what they're thinking over there, and I'm in the game long enough to know it. There's a huge disappointment for what turned out today to get behind the team, and unfortunately, we got a really bad day at the office, Johnny, and very frustrating. But we didn't create nothing. I've said many times. We came today, and I think we carried 5 or 6 players today, and ultimately you can't do that. Our offensively today, we carried nothing, carried no threat. Even when we got into good areas, we couldn't be the first man. We moved the ball forward too quickly and wasted it, and didn't have any composure about us to stay on the ball in moments in the game where we had time to play. And that's as I said, that's a huge disappointment today. I don't think we got on it. I don't think we kept the ball well enough, and I think Davy Douglas does our analysis and stuff like that. And ultimately, it was not a lack of endeavour. What I said, it was a real lack of how good we can be. And unfortunately, it certainly wasn't there today. And the last third of the pitch was really powder puff stuff.
You look around Mornview today. It's a packed house. It's Boxing Day. It's the biggest day of the Irish League season. Do you think maybe the occasion got to a few players today now?
Well, I certainly don't think so, Johnny, if I'm being honest about it. Listen, these guys have went to the Oval and they've went to Windsor Park, and maybe the magnitude of the support that we had today was huge. But ultimately, you can't really lie. I don't think it's to do with that. They have no fear of playing any team really. I just think we had a really bad day at the office, and I think our decision making and the threat we carried today. I knew after 15, 20 minutes, Johnny, today that we weren't keeping the ball. We weren't. I actually thought for the first 10 minutes we started rightly, but the ball was scooting off people. People were moving the ball too quickly. We were losing possession too easily. We hadn't enough composure in the game today, and we've had that many times breaking out in teams and stuff like that there. But I would say percentage-wise, or possession-wise, we're plenty of the ball. We're certainly a 20-minute period in the second half there. We huffed and puffed with plenty of the ball, but we didn't have any ideas. We hadn't that creativity to unlock them, and as I say, we got ourselves into good positions. And we just made the wrong decisions. We had 4 or 5 occasions we got down the sides of them, and we couldn't clear the first man even by a cross. Tried to play balls in the feet in the middle of a box whenever we've got a 6'3" wonderful guy who attacks space and likes getting on the end of things. So wasn't to be. Hugely disappointing day, no doubt about that.
Any complaints about the red card for Aaron McCarry?
Not really. Don't think so. I think it is what it is in the game. I think he comes out thinking he can nick it. I'm not too sure about the rules anymore. I thought if there's somebody in behind, give him cover. Maybe the rules have changed, probably have, Johnny. But I always thought if there was a covering body in behind, then it wasn't a straight red. But maybe, as I said, I'll check the rules. But I thought we had the cover in behind. Whenever Oran came out, I think it was maybe Big Lewis or Dougie was 5 yards in behind the ball. So I don't know, to be honest with you, but listen, that's the way it is. I don't think if I was sitting here, I would be wanting. If I was Glenavon's manager today, I'd be wanting Aaron McCarry sent that for sure. But the big blow is we're going to miss him. That's the big blow. He's been a huge player for us this season, but again, we'll have to just get on with things. And as I said, there'll be always tight times in the season where we get our kicks, and that's a big, huge kick today. So what we need to do now is get a reaction.
And reaction will be when we take on Glentoran then on the 30th. So all eyes in for that one.
Yeah, I think so. Again, you have to, for me this season, it was always about whenever we take our kicks and we get our signers that we bounce back and we'll shrug it off. And I think that's what good sides do, and I still think we're a really decent side. So we got to shrug that off, put it in the back of our minds, and make sure we turn out at the Glentoran game and make sure we give ourselves a hell of a lot better chance in the game than we certainly give ourselves today. The bottom line is, Johnny, is that I understand the huge disappointment from everybody, but the bottom line is the players have been magnificent all season for the club. We're sitting on 34 points where nobody would have given us 34 points at the not a mission. Anybody thought we'd be sitting on 34 points. So for me, It's about staying calm now, having reality and having perspective. And the reality is we're still in a very, very good situation, a very strong situation. But obviously, we know performances like that are totally unacceptable. And as I say, the players will know that. And we've been able to bounce back from poor performances already this season. I think of the Dungannon game where we could have been beat 5. So we've always had good reactions from the players, and I expect nothing different for the Glentoran game.
No problem. Cheers now. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Johnny.